Hello and welcome to EPIC47, day one of the Starcraft 2 tournament. I am XYON, I'm going to be here most of the time casting, and with me right now I have Giles, or Pigeon Wrench. How you doing?
Woo! Great to be here in lovely Kettering for another exciting Epic Land.
Yes! To get people up to date on the thing, we have a slightly different format. Group stages are going to be best of fives this tournament. So we're going to bring you best of fives today, best of fives tomorrow, and then a final. That's the plan.
And even more games on top of that.
Yes, but yeah, potentially more games on top of that. So it's going to be good. We actually already got in the lobby for our first game. So unless there's anything you want to add, I think we're going to jump straight in. All right, let me just tell the players ready. Okay, go, go, go. Like I say, this first match is going to be HINO versus XYON. We are starting off with an absolute banger. And XYON went to the bath. Oh, XYON went to the bathroom. Unbelievable. These players, they were ready. Nervous, waiting for it. We hype it up like it's going to happen.
I mean, it's a Zerg versus Zerg. How can you not be nervous?
Yeah, it's very true, actually, very true. You're our Zerg expert on the panel right now.
I wouldn't go that far, but I did get some inside player information from
Oh.
XYON yesterday because I'm sitting next to him. So back when XYON was Diamond, HINO was his coach.
Oh!
So these two players are good friends and
Yes.
they should know each other very well.
Yeah,
However, although HINO is the more senior player, the last 5 times they've met on ladder, XYON's won.
Ooh.
So there's certainly a rivalry and potential mind games going on here.
Yeah, yeah. That's fantastic. I see. This is why it's good to have you. I didn't know about that. That's good. So he has a good record, and we're going to see if that turns out. Or is this the student? Not the master's still got a few tricks to teach. You know, we'll have to wait and see on that. We want to give a big shout out to HINO as well. He's coming over from France. It was France, right?
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. He's come over from France. We always appreciate some international people coming over here and spending some time with us, enjoying some StarCraft 2, and stealing our prize money, as they often end up performing very well.
Yeah, we've got, I think, a bit more competition at the top this time, though.
Yeah, so actually we can talk a bit about that. So while this is one of the smaller lands, this is one of the tightly competitive, I want to be top seed lands, where we legitimately have about 5 people arguing that they should be first seed, really.
Yeah.
Based off MMR, based off previous match result, based off Bromeria is just feeling really good, and he's like, yeah, I should be top seed. I've heard that. I haven't heard it from him, but I've heard it indirectly that he's feeling good.
Yeah, so Romaria's main account is not so hot on the MMR, but he has other accounts.
Oh. Me and Molten were talking about that last night. As we are primarily single account men. You know that we.
Same.
Yeah,
I can't manage 2 accounts. I don't have that brain space.
Well, loyalty. Where do these men have time to fit in a second account? You know. Okay. All good. The players, I think, are back. Ready. Let me just make sure. XYON, are you ready? He said sorry. Yeah. Oh, 1 sec. Oh, I see. This is why you've got to check in with the players, make sure it's going to be all good. Again, I want to thank you. Oh, and thank you for coming as well, Giles. You're very regular at these events, and we're always happy to see you. You don't come on cast very often, do you?
I mean, I'm not a great caster. My game knowledge isn't that good, but I'm currently the only Zerg that's here because AC's probably sleeping off a hangover.
AC is
standard AC fashion.
Yeah, AC is doing it. AC had a late night last night. I took him home, or took him to the hotel. So I made sure he got home safe, but I wasn't drinking, so you know it's easy for me.
Good guy X is always there to clean up.
Something like that. All right, we are going to be jumping into wrap number 1 of EPIC47. It is going to be on Ruby Rock. It is a best of 5, and I'm going to pull this over closer to me so we can actually get this here. Fantastic. It is spawning in the top left as the blue Zerg, but he is representing Red Dragons. It is XYON.
And spawning in the bottom right.
If I can get, where's my backspace isn't working. Okay, spawning in the bottom right. Go on.
Hotkeys issues aside, spawning in the bottom right. Playing with the red pieces, we have HINO.
There we go. ZVZ action, the most exciting matchup. Like watching 2 monkeys with knives fight.
Yeah, I mean, people say that, but it is actually my favorite matchup.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
It's the only one that makes sense to me.
Oh.
I enjoy playing Zerg where you put pressure on the opponent, but against the other races, it's so much more difficult to keep that steady pressure.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
You can, get countered by simple walls or anything.
Oh, whoa. Like, not think about these things called walls.
Well, yeah, I mean, generally to make an effective timing against the other races, it's almost an all-in for every Zerg movement.
Yeah. No, that's actually a very fair point. We actually see slow build though, deviation. Zion going for I think he went for the extractor trick, and then has gone a hatch into things. So both his hatch and his pooler is a bit later, or maybe Hino cut for it. I don't know Zerg openings in ZVZ. Wait, the spawning pool normally finishes at 2 minutes. So if this is going to finish before 2 minutes, which it is, this is early.
Yeah, we're seeing no gas yet out of Zion as well.
Still no gas from Zion. Yeah,
he's got a worker at it, so I hope he hasn't thought he's made it. Yeah, here we go.
There's not that much to focus on at the start here. So, oh my God, 3 hatch before gas for Zion, with a very interesting Lorimbo-esque opener, I would say. This is Lorimbo was doing this for a while and believing it was good.
I think we're about to see a lot of Zerglings running directly across the map.
Is this slow link flood, do you think, or something? Well, no, he's getting gas.
Yeah, he's getting I think maybe he just thought that extractor built and it didn't.
Maybe.
Maybe he clicked it before he quite had enough minerals.
I do find it very interesting to build as part of the wall and not just take the third. This is obviously safer because now you can wall off. Yeah, and as we were just talking, wall's very effective versus the natural predator.
You can get the wall off, but I mean, if you're going to be playing that aggressive, maybe, as you say, taking the third is...
Well, this is going to be... Hino has seen it already, but he's now coming in, he's going to see it again.
Yeah, just scouting around, checking the drone count. Seeing if Zion has actually just cut workers early, but...
Yeah, the first queen actually picking off a drone here for free is going to be really nice.
Slightly slow on the response from Zion, but he will clean up these Zerglings.
Yeah, good control though. And he knows just like, well, I can just take a third base in a normal third location. Keeps this thing alive.
Oh, double gas in the natural, so presumably
and that gets scouted.
Yeah.
Unless it's a fake. If he cancels if this link dies and he cancels them. Oh, this link staying alive is so annoying. There we go. Okay, double cancel Zion. Okay, he's not going to cancel.
No, he's going for it. He's already got the Roach War and Hatchway finished as well.
Yeah, that's also very true. You start a lair at this point as well, right? Like, if he's got the money for it, which he is not.
Not yet. Again, that late gas to kind of kick in. He's only got 2 workers in the gas, so...
Yeah, I assume he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
But I don't play Zerg, so it's hard to tell. Meanwhile, on the Hino side, what do we have going on? No lair yet, no major tech. He is also going for a Roach Warren, but this could be just as much defensive roaches as it is like a commitment to roaches.
Yeah, I think if you see the early Roach Warren out of your opponent, you don't really want to be going banelings because there's not much opportunity to get anything done.
There's no Evo chamber on either side, right? We've
no.
So this is they're both playing like 3 hatch like roaches, but Xeon has got the extra gas, but he's only got 2 in each gas, so maybe that's where it comes.
Yeah, still no lair starting, so it is going to be a slow rich push.
Yeah, 1 Ravager as well. Would the 1 Ravager just to annoy Overlords, or
a bit extra DPS, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Force that movement out of the opponent to dodge the biles, reducing their DPS. Okay,
well, it is all units for Zion here. 14 more lings reinforcing as he walks across the map. Hino definitely saw this part move out. He's been building his own roaches since. He's been only building roaches. First few lings starting to get caught off here. Not really the engagement needed, but this Overlord is seeing everything for Hino.
Yeah, Zion's thinking about it. I mean,
he's kind of got to go.
He has to position. See if he can find an opening.
I wonder if he can
sees all these roaches, so he's probably going to rotate to the third.
Yeah, even just sending a few lings to the third to kill it whilst... Yeah, there you go. Because if he can kill this third, he is, like, still in the game.
Absolutely. And honestly, he's getting pretty good trades at this point.
Oh, the lings all flood in. Get us around. Bile's not quite able to connect.
Yeah, hitting more of his own Zerglings than Hino's roaches, but it's still looking okay.
He
has scoped to back off.
Yeah, but the reinforcing roaches, 9 more about to pop for Hino. And it's looking like a pretty solid hold so far.
Yeah, after that little scuffle, Hino's up about 10 workers, so yeah, it's looking great for him.
Hino's like, I've seen your tricks before. Do not quote the things to me. I was there when it was written.
I wonder what would have happened if Zion had just pulled back and focused on the hatchery rather than going for that full surround.
Maybe, yeah.
If he could have just sniped it off and ran away.
Yeah, in hindsight, that would have been better. In fact, actually, at the last Epic Land versus Hydra, he had a fantastic series, and one of the things was exactly that, taking a big engagement and then disengaging and then just having enough to kill the third base. So he's done it before.
Yeah, just slowing down your opponent's economy is always fantastic.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If you get rid of a base, well, it doesn't matter if they have more workers if they can't mine from somewhere.
Ooh,
However, Zion is still staying on a low drone count and building more Roach and Ling,
listen,
as well as double upgrades.
if at first it doesn't work, go again. Hino does send a few Lings in here and sees the massive roaches. He has also got his own... I don't know how I feel about the Banelings against the primarily... Well, I guess there were a few Lings here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Banelings will go elsewhere to try and get some damage.
True. I mean, this
We'll
is a
see
lot of
high rounds.
Banelings.
Yeah,
They
there's
are
an awful lot
slow.
of Roaches as well, to be honest.
And Hino's just going to say, I can just walk into your house whenever I want and do what I want. It is a massive surround, however.
The arc is fantastic, but is it good enough?
I do not think there's going to be enough to break here, but then actually he walks in, a few more Lings come in.
Yeah. Dodging the Biles, the eastern flank is gone, so Hino's Roaches are really pushing in, falling back into the natural.
He's fallen back behind the hatchery, behind the wall, as the Roach Warren is going to hold, and Hino is just focusing on the Roaches. Drones are pulled as this is now how desperate he needs to hold this thing. More Roaches are on the way, but I don't know if it's going to be enough now, as he is starting to plummet in the drone count.
4 drones going down already, and many more to follow with all these units flooding across the map.
And he was already below, and game 1 looking like it's going to the French's way, as I think he has just enough here to break the back of Zion.
Yeah, more you down there, so GG!
Yes.
Nicely played out of Hino.
Yeah, fantastic. Very, very strong play. And yeah, Hino looked very comfortable in that game, I would say.
I was nervous when he pulled right back into the natural.
Yeah, they
and
could have
sort
lost
of give Zion a bit of freedom outside his base, but he handled it well.
He certainly did handle it well, and we'll see. Ooh, yeah, bye. Let me just see what the next map is going to be. And then we'll go set up into that. But yeah, I wonder if that's Zion's normal sort of play style for ZVZ, or whether he tried to mix it up. And it's because he tried to mix it up, it didn't work.
I suspect these two players both have a variety of builds that they like to bring out, keep each other on their toes. But that was pretty unusual, I think. That early a third in the natural into Roaches.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before, but
I wonder if that was a bit of a mistake, a bit of nerves slipping in here. Again, Zion is less experienced when it comes to LAN events, so it could be the case for that. And are both players ready? Zion.
Yep, they're ready.
Oh yeah, they are ready. All right, we're going to be going into game number 2, where the colors are flipped around. But that means Red Dragon Zion is going to be playing red.
Well, that is a plus.
That's the important thing.
Red versus blue on White Rabbit.
There you go. That's what you love to see. I like these map names. We had Ruby Rock last time, and now we've got White Rabbit. You know, it's feeling good.
Some colors in.
Alrighty, winning that first game, winning the first map of Epic Land entirely. It is the French player, HINO. I keep going to call him Ooze.
And facing off, looking up to level up the scores, playing with the red pieces, it's Zion.
I always like how different people say the different intros. Like you say, playing with the red pieces. I like that.
I wanted something different for this time, and
Yeah.
I've gone right back to my Starcraft roots and gone Loco.
Yeah, no, fair. That's completely reasonable.
Shout out to Loco, the YouTuber that got me into watching Starcraft.
Oh, nice,
I don't really watch him anymore, but I mean, that legacy is there.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was my first Starcraft I ever watched, I think, was DJ Wheat.
Never even heard of the name.
You don't know DJ Wheat?
I'm quite late to the scene.
Wow, fair enough. Okay,
I joined around the release
Yeah.
of Legacy of the Void.
Oh, okay, no, DJ Wheat was early on. It was, DJ Wheat did the IGN Pro League. He was part of that, and it was the IGN Pro League that made me start watching StarCraft. It was Kiwi Kaki versus Brattok on Zelnaga Caverns. That was 15 years ago, or 16 years ago, maybe even now. Damn. So yeah, it was a long time ago. Man, Zion has the spam move command. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. HINO has opened with an early pull.
Yes, sorry.
Sending 6 lings across the map.
I should have, update the scores as well. Let's have a look. Yes, so HINO did actually open up with pull first. We didn't really pay attention to the builds this time, but yeah, much more aggressive opening from HINO here. As I say, a normal pool sort of finishes around 2 minutes in the matchup, and as you can actually see,
this is a 12 pull, I think.
Yeah, so this is one of the fastest possible ling floods. Zion, a very experienced player, he did see it with the Overlords. Now, the thing is with this is that you need to identify whether there's gas with it, because if there's gas with it, as there is, that means there can be a Baneling follow-up, but there is no Baneling nest on the way, so I'm not sure quite how that's going. Yep. Zion is going to pull the drones, which I think is the correct call here, because there's no Baneling threat or anything behind this, so he just needs to keep this hatchery alive, and then he's in a good position. That Spine Crawler is not going to go down, unfortunately. There you go, it does start it now. No,
he does need to pull the drones and just keep these lings off the hatchery to do too much damage. He can't really commit to the fight with the drones.
He's actually doing...
Yeah, okay. he's getting us around.
Only two drones going down.
Drones go down.
But a lot of lost mining time as well.
Yeah.
And as you can see here, Zion is actually quite confident. He cancels that Spine Crawler. He's like, I don't think you're committing to this.
Yeah, so I mean, he's checking the map on his Overlords.
Yeah, exactly. He's
looking to see what's coming across the map, so he presumably knows that HINO's transitioning.
Yeah, some lings could potentially slip down the south side, but it's most likely they're going to run through the middle of the map. He's also now clearing out an Overlord, so fantastic start for Zion, though not the most committed opening from HINO. So.
No, they say 12th pool is a macro build, but that is not what HINO's doing. He's got another 10 lings at the production tab.
Yeah, 13 workers is not a lot. Yeah, I guess he's waiting for speed to finish, and then he's just going to go for it.
Yeah.
This Overlord has not been shooed away, but I think if you try and shoo it away, it's like suspicious, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he's deliberately leaving it there. Again, if HINO knows to run along the south side, that would be huge, but he does not know.
He's going straight for it.
And Zion...
no Baneling nest on the side of Zion.
Yeah, so he needs a wall. I think he needs just straight wall.
I mean, he's got a good link kind of his own, so I think he can hold. They're basically trying to do the same thing, except Zion's doing it off more workers. So
yes, his speed is not done, and that is going to be the big first thing. These queens are going to get surrounded immediately, but they are there to bait the tank the damage, and now they walk back as the lings engage. And while there's a slight concave, I don't think there's enough surface area for these lings to fully engage.
I mean, HINO's getting a great trade in terms of numbers, especially with the queens there, but it's not enough to break through, and he's so far behind in workers that, I mean, is he in trouble?
I think he's a little bit in trouble.
He's got to go home. We'll see if Zion tries to push across the map.
Yeah, both players now at 17 workers. HINO has been started to macro behind this, while Zion is full on flooding lings. So now the aggression is going to get flipped here. HINO realised what's going on and say, oh, I need a Spine Crawler. There's a decent amount of lings.
There's a classic ZVZ, back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
And you overbuild units to defend, and then you have to use them.
And then you have to use them, yeah. Okay, Zion is building a Baneling nest. He realized he can't break this position. Excellent positioning on the Queen to be like get no surface area on that. However, Zion looks like he's going to commit. He thinks he's got the surface area and he's got to go now before that Spine Crawler is finished. He is able to kill the Queen. He is able to chew through these lings. I don't know if there's going to be quite enough, especially once this Spine finishes up.
Yeah, I think really he needed to wait for the Baneling nest if he was going to push in. It was close, but he trades.
Exactly, and now both players at 17 and 16 workers each. In fact, a Baneling nest just starts for HINO, so now they are both at 16 workers. Why have we got Edge Scroll on? Hang on, let's turn that off. There we go. Professional. All right.
Scuff Cat best cast.
Yeah, exactly. We do. Oh, and Zion is doing the thing where he's going around the map. He's like, I think I know where you're
not allowed to do that.
That's smart, isn't it? Okay, there is a ling coming in here. HINO sees lings being built.
He sees no lings in the base. He sees no drones, so he knows he's
exactly. No lair, no drones. But does he have enough at home to defend? There are no Banelings yet currently on this side of the map for Zion. They're all like back over here, which are in range of this Overlord, unfortunately. So HINO does see everything. Now building his own defensive Banelings, and again re-walling here. Very smart. I think Baneling can run onto this Spine Crawler though. I don't know if that's what he wants to do.
Zion not quite getting HINO not quite getting the focus fire on the Banelings until just now with the Spine Crawler. It honestly looks like a very solid defense from HINO.
Yeah, exactly. And Zion doesn't seem to want to spend the Banelings on breaking the Spine Crawler. Yeah, so he's keeping them alive for the ling trades.
He is wearing it down, so if he can get in there and just force the Bane engagement. Maybe
I think I kind of wanted. I would have wanted to blow it up with the thing. Okay, here we go. Now it blows up. Now Link's running out. Oh, there could be a huge Baneling.
Some very good Baneling connections, but
oh my God,
it looks like we're roughly stable.
Roughly stable.
Yeah.
Zion's coming in here and goes, hang on a minute, you've got nothing. Go turn around, boys.
Yeah, he did squeeze out some workers during that engagement, so he can afford to just stay home. He's now pushing out with the Banelings.
Yeah, okay. Not going to be able to get him, but he's just buying time, right?
Yeah,
time
he's forcing the attack back. That's a reasonable trade for a few Banelings.
Oh, Zion sees this. Yeah, Zion saw these start morphing. He knows how far deep they are. This one Baneling could change everything. It didn't change everything. Oh. Now these two Banelings are going to finish up. Zion, don't do it! You're a madman! Oh!
You never commit to sniping a Baneling that you don't see starting.
I do that. He did see it starting. That's
true. They just misjudged it.
It was so close. He has got one Ling in. He is causing chaos. We've got two Zerglings in the side here. It's going to morph into Banelings. He is now trying to do deep economical damage in order to thing here. Another Baneling nest goes off at the front. HINO's defenses are very thin on the ground. However, Zion's attack is also extremely thin. I wonder if he's going to rebuild a spine crawler.
Those two Banelings are moving into the main base.
Oh!
11 workers!
GG! He does it.
Oh,
fantastic.
In all that chaos, and then man, he didn't see those links split off.
No, it's such a hard thing to see in the moment, and that is how we have an explosive game number 2. Fantastic, tricky behavior.
Yeah. Zion leveling the playing field.
Yeah, Zion loves it. I like the aggressive. There's a certain amount of like persistence you need when you're like an aggressive player in StarCraft, right? And that's the kind of thing. HINO really had a razor-thin defense, but he did defend everything properly. But just 2 links sneak off, and that's all you need.
Yep, I mean 11 workers. That's such a loss. Is GG straight off.
Exactly. We are going to be going into game number 3, the Taito Citadel. I need to learn how to say these maps. I realize I don't know how to say it. I was like, how do I say this? I wonder if I search for game heart every time. Normally it's like, hang on, Blizzard mods. There you go. That's where it is. Also, so for anyone who can't see the screen right now, which is most people, there's Zion in chat typed Tatio for Tatio Citadel, but there's like 5 O's at the end of Tatio, and it's because Zerg players have their refresh rate ridiculous. So he's like slipped on him for a split second and so threw a bunch of O's, I guarantee it.
So as a born Irishman, I consider this map Tato Castle.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
So there's a special type of crisp in Northern Ireland called Tato.
Yeah.
Very originally named. They're made in a castle in Tandragee.
Oh.
And most schools in Northern Ireland will go there at some point on a school trip. So
oh,
it's
that's
like a
so
very
cool.
Cultural, crisp-based
that's so
patriotism.
Cool, yeah. Wait, how do you say it?
Tato. T-A-Y-T-O.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you're going to make your food out of the potato, you're
Tato,
going to call it Tato.
Yeah, okay. No. Tato Citadel. I'm calling it that. That's its name now, all right? We ain't going for anything else. All right. And again, remember, everybody, that this is a best-of-5 series as we go into map number 3. So we've got at least one more game after this one from both of these players. And once again, spawning in the bottom right as the blue French player. French Zerg player? Yeah, French Zerg player. It worked. It all worked. It is HINO doing the extract trick.
And in the top left, fighting out of UK, man from Kettering himself. Not really, but he's here. In the red trunks, it's Zion!
Wait, how far does Zion have to travel to get here?
I have no idea.
Oh. Literally made it up. He's the local hero because he's more local than France.
Yep. We're all one united Kingdom, right?
Yeah, we are, absolutely.
There's no division between all the different countries.
No.
They don't all hate each other occasionally.
Yeah. My favourite is when I nearly called Iger British. On the, and I was like, oh. And I was like, no, I mean, he's part of the UK scene, you know? Like, oh, no. Oh, I was sweating. I was like,
a true Irishman, Iger.
Yeah, he's great, he is. No, I went to Home Story Cup and we danced all night long. It was fantastic. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, so HINO opening up with a 15-15 and Zion going for a more old school
Yeah, I was about to say, this is the new standard, right? You do a gas extractor trick basically every time now.
Yeah, it started by Eric, and it lets you get the first 2 queens out nice and early.
Oh, okay.
It also makes it more difficult for Protoss to block your natural.
Yes,
so
yes, that's what...
a lot of Zergs has just started doing it as their standard.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It's a very sort of thin margin, I imagine, for how different it really is. And as you see, like, this hatchery is done. Xeno's isn't done yet.
Yeah,
so
it's slightly earlier queen, slightly later speed.
Yeah, Zion has like an extra worker earlier, but then he's going to have less lava from this. Like, these are very, like, very technical, and they are important details, but, you know, like, not that important on a cast.
I mean, if there's an all-in, it can be the difference between a hold and a not a hold, but...
Yeah, no, that's it.
It is indeed a very fine margin.
It is indeed. Both players, we are making a handful of lings just to run out across the map. They might have a little kiss in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I think they're both channeling around the side, or is the pathing on this map just really weird?
I don't know, actually. That's a great question. I should know that. I haven't actually played a lot of Starcraft recently.
No, I don't think any of us have, apart from maybe Bromaria.
yeah, Bromaria's played, yeah. Bromaria's got the, he's got the grind set on him.
Yeah, HINO will get the scout off. Seen nothing particularly scary or out of the ordinary.
Yeah, he doesn't see the Baneling nest at the front with the lings, but he hasn't seen it with this either. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah,
you can assume the Baneling nest is there.
Yeah. And Zion going for the more traditional third base location rather than in his wall. So that's good. He still hasn't seen the Baneling nest, but again, that's not the biggest deal. Zion's own lings are able to come in here, and he's going to see that third start. He's just going to check it. Yeah, sees that third start.
Yeah, both players know they're in for a somewhat standard game, at least for a while.
Actually, you've got to be happy as Zion on this, because you've seen HINO's made like 10, 15 lings here, and you know your third is faster, right? So you're like, you're just ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's reflected in the work account, 32 versus 26.
And now, oh my god, HINO making a lot of defensive banelings. And suddenly as Zion, I'd be a little bit afraid, hang on, is he going to try and come across and kill me?
Well, he's got no choice but to do that at this point.
Yeah, I don't think... I don't think HINO has seen the third.
No, so maybe he thinks he's getting too
he has seen the third. He's seen the third now. But either way, he's committed to a lot of units, so he's got to go across. There is no wall, only 2 queens here. A round of lings is now finishing. Yeah, and I think there's going to be enough to hold. Yeah, he's just going to go try and snipe a drone or 2.
Just poke in, keep him honest. Maybe when the banelings get here, he'll have a real YOLO moment. But
well, here comes the YOLO baneling moment. Oh, no! Okay, well...
Both players not quite paying attention for a second there, and yeah, the banelings will get in, but there's not too many densely workers. They're being microed.
But the third is going to go down. We're going to keep an eye on this baneling. Baneling unable to kill anything, but the third does die here. So HINO again managing to split the pressure,
and that's a fantastic pickoff. Anytime you lose the third in the ZVZ, when the opponent has the third, it almost feels like the game's over.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's so difficult to catch back up.
Zion is forced to act here. HINO is throwing away a lot of lings to try and pull Zion back, but that's not going to work. Yeah, they die quickly, and now Zion is running into the base. He needs to see what's going on. He sees there's no lair. He splits off 2 banelings again. He can't keep getting away with it.
It worked in the last game. They're still in position.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It looks like HINO hasn't noticed again.
There's so much going on that it is saying, and he's going to put pressure on the third while he does this. Now, HINO is in a better position than I think he was last game, but this time I think he sees it. Yeah, Queen sees that. He's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Oh.
Still damaging workers.
Actually, yeah. So a spine crawler started there, and then it died, so it doesn't count as a cancel.
Oof.
So that is actually...
That's expensive.
Yeah, that's more mint money than it should have cost. But HINO's probably quite happy in the position in this game because he's had the third up longer. He is now going to go across the map.
Yeah, he's going to put some very heavy ling bin pressure. I mean, he's probably not going to get an immediate snipe on this third.
Yeah, you say that.
The roaches are coming in, but maybe he just commits. Nope.
I think he could have committed there, but
it would have cost him. But
it would have cost him, yeah.
Yeah, so it went ahead. Don't take that risk.
Don't take that risk. That's famous Artosa saying, you know. Went ahead. Don't take that risk.
So yeah, HINO just scouting in, sees a good roach count, so he won't commit to an attack.
Yeah, and again, He does have really good vision here. Like this vision is being chewed away, but that means he knows the whole army is here, which means he gets to walk up into this position.
Taking some significant baneling hits, but...
Yeah. Defensive bane do get sniped, and the third is going to fall this time. He's going to try and commit to it. No, he doesn't commit to it. He didn't want to sack the lings, but again, this base has got an absolute target on its back.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse
Pressure the wall, and then finish that third. I think he's going to move in again pretty soon.
HINO is like a tide. He is like the water. He's coming in to repeatedly put pressure, and he wants to break this down. He has got a decent amount more workers, even though they're not mining too much here on the third. Wait, is there no lair? There is still no lair for HINO. Have we seen a lair this series yet? We haven't, right? These two are absolutely brass knuckle basic tech balling out. And I love to see it. HINO going to check for a fourth.
Yeah.
Coming around, he's going to try and sneak in. Is not going to be able to get in. +1 missile coming up. Finishing for Zion only just started for HINO. So there is a window where Zion's roaches are just better.
Yeah, Zion does have the better army count. With more roaches and a couple of ravagers thrown in for good flavour.
It's coming slowly across the map. Marching 2 by 2, hurrah.
So HINO has taken the third in the linear position, so he's got this very arc already set up to receive Zion's roaches.
He's ready to receive, and again, he can't do it again. He's trying to get lings in. A really good pre-split by HINO here, and actually, now they're coming for the engage pretty even on both sides. It's going to be hard to say. The +1 advantage is huge for Zion here, but the reinforcing defender's advantage for HINO probably is going to be much. And actually, I think HINO took way too much here. And I think he's going to be able to hold this very easily. Yeah,
the roaches of Zion are starting to fall. He's pulling back. He's moving to the side. He might pull some out, but he's not getting in.
Yeah, slow roaches versus slow roaches. Now, attacking the third, able to take some all right trades. Let's actually have a look at the... Oh, and I have the shift out. There we go, shift out. So, yeah, pretty... Oh, no, yeah, pretty even overall.
Trades are pretty even, but HINO's been ahead for so much longer.
Yeah, that is the key part. And now +1 missiles is about to finish for him.
Yeah.
Again, no lair from either side, so no roach speed, no +2s. We are...
Honestly, it seems mad to really not have put down a lair by this point. Even for Zion, you could heal up that third by morphing it into a lair.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you get the extra health on it, don't you? Is it 500 extra health? That over double its health now. So.
I mean, it's not nothing.
It's not nothing, indeed.
I think we'll probably see try and multi-prong and pick that off on this attack. Or
you know what? That would actually be a great idea.
Maybe he's just going to go in with one big punch, but the lings are splitting off to the right. The roaches are following them.
Yeah. Yeah, and Zion's in position. So again, with ZVZ, Overlord positioning and Overlord vision is huge. So again, Zion can see that these rocks now being broken, and he gets to reposition and go into thing. But this does make it easier for HINO to be able to reposition at will.
Yeah, and I mean, HINO's got a significant lead. The army supplies are more even than you might think.
Yeah,
so it's mostly economic. Maybe you can just keep the pressure on and get even further ahead.
Well, that is exactly it. And now we do see a lair coming out of the way for HINO.
Yeah.
So he is potentially going, okay, I know I'm in a better economic position this game. I just need to survive, and then if I get road speed or eventually lurkers, either way, it's a big win. Actually, I think he just needs road speed and to build more road speed.
Yeah, road speed, I think. Lurkers in ZVZ, I think, are a trap.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a risk to get there,
There's nothing more satisfying than picking off a Zerg that's trying to turtle on lurkers with some Ravagers.
Okay, well, HINO did split up his army to take out some reinforcements. Yeah, now he's coming around the back, winning on both sides.
A full surround, and these roaches are getting crushed.
Absolutely crushing through, and I imagine we're going to see the GG any second here. Or not.
Or not. Nope.
Or not.
HINO's just going to push across the map and probably win this game.
Yeah, I wonder where Zion thinks he is in this game. This is an ambitious stay-in. But you know what? It's tournament life, though. You might as well stay in. This is a big map.
This is a best of 5.
And it's a best... Yeah, oh, yeah, it's a best of 5, so exactly, yeah.
So he's not dead yet in terms of the whole series. He is going to try and hold on. I mean, he's seen roughly even armies until that last fight.
Yeah, and now
at this point, he knows he's dead.
Now it's not roughly even.
Yeah.
It is roughly uneven, is what I would say. So third goes down, and with that, the GG. And game number 3. Absolute banging series, actually.
Yeah, so
back and forth. I like this.
We've seen pure Lynx, we've seen Lingbane,
and now we've seen
Roaches, we've seen some Ravagers. Will we see some Mutas?
Well, neither player wants to go to a lair. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see that.
Maybe this is when you pull it out.
Maybe, actually, yeah. 2-base Muta. Would love to see it. You can do that thing where you like fake 2-base Roaches but actually go Mutas. That is a possibility.
It's always risky. Faking the 2-base Roach, because then the opponent will build Roaches.
Yeah, and then they
to respond.
Yeah.
And with Mutas, it's all about surviving until there are enough Mutas on the field.
Yes, yeah. You're like, I have 10 Mutas, but if there's 30 Roaches killing your base.
Yeah, eventually the Mutas will win, but at what cost?
At what cost, indeed. Zion, oh yeah. Zion needs to switch to Zerg. Zion is ready. Don't want to say ZVT. Both are ready. Oh my god, I can't open this keeper. Both are ready. Stop or I switch to
And Cannon Rush.
Okay. Both players are ready. A little bit of friendly banter in the chat here. These two players, like I say, do know each other. They're actually sitting next to each other, and we had to like do some creative Tetris play to get get them so they can't see each other's screen.
Zion even picked HINO up from the train station yesterday.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's good of him.
And I think he's lending him his monitor.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure about PCs.
A man just like unplugging it part way through, going, whoops. Alrighty then. Actually, I'll let you do here, because I want to do Zion.
In the bottom left, in the blue,
yes,
the French, the Zerg, it's HINO.
And his opponent trying to bring it back here for another game in this best-of-5 series. Representing the Red Dragons, it is Zion.
Woo!
Beautifully done. Okay, and this time we do have a double 12. Well, actually, no, this isn't in trouble because this has got gas. These have both got gas. Wait, what are these players doing?
They're both trying to punch each other in the face as fast as possible.
I love is like if this is someone's first Starcraft game, they might be like, "Oh, this is just normal." Both players are
they're doing the same thing. That must be normal.
But I think Zion's is slightly faster, but only like by a second.
The question is this great minds think alike, or is this fools seldom differ?
Is it what? Second one?
Great minds think alike, or fools seldom differ?
Fools seldom differ. I don't even know what that means.
Fools.
Oh, fools seldom differ. Oh,
sorry, Irish accent in there.
Oh, you know what? Actually, there's wiseness in that. There's a wisdom that I was not ready for.
I mean, they're both doing exactly the same thing, sending lings across the map, going for link speed.
Yeah,
will there be a baneling transition? Possibly.
I imagine so, because
they're both staying in gas.
Yeah, they're both staying in gas, right?
Yeah.
So now you'd normally pull one for the baneling nest. Yeah, perfect. This is one of the cheese I learned when I was playing Zerg. So is this 13-12 actually? I didn't actually see when it went down, but
I didn't look at the builds at the start, but it feels like a 13-12.
Yeah, this feels very 13-12.
So there's no baneling nest out of Zion, instead going for a queen.
Did Zion see it? Because he turned around. He must have seen it. He must have seen like the lings with the edge of his overlord.
Yeah.
Because he's turning around, but HINO hasn't. Okay, very, very nice here. Again, baneling nest on both sides.
Yeah. Just now after I say no baneling nest, he puts it down slightly later.
Yeah, his is later though. So
yeah.
Maybe his was a reaction.
Now he just wanted the queen first, so he gets a bit more larva sooner. So
okay, fair.
Let him pump lings off because they're both players are still on one base, so that's very low production for Zerg.
Yeah, so a queen is huge here. And actually, once link speed is going to finish up almost down to the point second. Oh, you love to see it. Both Oh, they both turned away. No, I wanted to see them both get it at the same time.
Yeah, this is elite Starcraft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even those 0.1 second makes a difference.
Oh, I love this whole position. Just 3 lings being able to hold off this tide there.
Great trade.
And now he's going to have defensive banelings ready for it.
Yeah. Ooh, he doesn't
want to
didn't see those banelings, but he's okay. He didn't lose all. That's a little bit too many to sacrifice.
Oh, the 3-for-1 trade on the baneling. And that actually could just be it.
Yeah, the Lings are going crazy in the drone line.
Because there's so few drones here. Losing any drones is huge. Even them. Oh no. Not like this!
HINO baiting the drone stack by pulling the Lings around.
And those Lings, 25 seconds feels like a long time, and another Baneling goes off. And just like that, it's going to be GG as HINO is able to take the first series of EPIC47 in a 3-1 fashion. Oh, wow, that last game was a lot more decisive and ended quickly than I expected.
Yep. HINO just fully committing. Fully committing to the Bane aggression.
That is wild stuff. Damn. That is ZVZ for you, folks. I hope you enjoyed that one. We're going to be keeping the stream going. Actually, do you mind going over and seeing... You want to get Bramario to come over here and get Molten and Avalak to set their games up.
Sure.
And I'll keep chatting. Wait, do you obviously, if you want to say anything to the stream first, you know, you're welcome to. Keep it, you know. Keep it.
PG-13?
Yeah, keep it PG-13.
Welcome to EPIC47, guys.
Woo! I'll